And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Athletics going up against the Atlanta Braves. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy, when you consider the top hitters ballparks in the sport, this has got to be one of them.
I'll say this. Pitchers have to stay with their game. They can't look over their shoulder and think, I have to be fine and perfect on every pitch. Continue to pitch to your strengths, and you'll come out of here with a good outing.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And today's starting pitcher, Hurston Waldrop. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Okay, let's check out the lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with two strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Here comes the 0-1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ripped to short. To first. Oh. Two quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
Batting third, left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's.
Splitter, low outside.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Two down, nobody on.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Left field. And it drops in. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field, you're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Quick toss to first, and he's back in safely. Now here is Lawrence Butler.
Hey.
Soderstrom leads off first with two down to the inning. Ripped to right. And that'll do it. And now the Braves, with their first chance to hit, were scoreless. This is Braves baseball on the Show South. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound for the A's in this one, Luis Morales. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Ha-Sung Kim, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And the 1-0. On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Baldwin.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-1. Fought off foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Stays alive. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at-bat alone. Really making him work out there.
And that's outside. And that's ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Fouls that off to the left and will do it again.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you gotta love an at bat like this. No one giving in.
Got him swinging. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Batting third, first baseman, Matt.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Matt Olson.
Boog, this is one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. I mean, he's such a consistent hitter. You got to love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see that in this one.
Here is Matt Olson. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Man at first, one away. Grounder off the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the second out of the inning. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boog.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. Had an RBI yesterday, one of the 2 runs they scored in the game. Man on second, 2 down.
Ball 1. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
way inside.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Now there's a bullet down the line, and it goes just foul. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. We played an inning, no score. Back at Truist Park, top of the second, Jeff McNeil stands in.
Jeff McNeil.
Middle outside.
Line drive and a base hit. And a man aboard.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. Now McNeil aboard here at first with nobody out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Line drive, base hit. McNeil headed for 3rd. And they're at the corners with nobody out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Carlos Cortez digs in now. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. Hey! You'll one. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Hey, that's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
1-2 now. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Kim tossed to second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Austin wins the next to hit. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the A's 1 and the Braves nothing. You're watching Atlanta Braves baseball on the Show South. Bottom of the second. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Ozzie Albies. Albies with a homer in his last game. Swings through that one for strike 1. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Batting 6, right fielder, Eli White.
Eli White will hit next. Looking to rebound today. He was 0 for 4 last night. Ball. The 1-0. And a foul ball. Ball. Next offering is outside. Into center and a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. And he grounds one to the right side. Flips it. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the A's 1 and the Braves nothing. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. New inning getting started. Luis Morales getting ready to hit. This one in the air, right field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Up next for the A's, right fielder.
So that's hit number 1 of his major league career. Not sure how many more of those he'll get, but it's still cool for him for sure.
Yeah, pitcher or not, that first career hit is one of the most special you'll ever get. Every person that's played this game at one point swung the bat. I think he'll have the ball front and center on his trophy case for a long time.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Brent Rooker. He's 0 for 1.
Ball, that's out.
Man at second. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
That's ball 2.
That one fouled off. Here's a 2-2. On the ground to third. Base hit.
Up next, the A's first baseman.
First and second, no outs. Nick Kurtz, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Inside, almost got him. The 1-0.
Hey!
Strike on the inside corner. First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Rips one to right. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. He'll score easily. And they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing. Hard hit ball.
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Golden opportunity right here. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Next one misses, and that's ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. One and 2 now. Hard ground ball for a base knock. 1 runs in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Lawrence Butler digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. Runner on the move, and that's fouled off. The 0-1, and he takes a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That one missed. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. In comes the run from third. It's 4-zip.
Next to the A's, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
You know, these A's putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. 5 of their hits have come from at-bats where they were behind in the count, so they're really battling up there.
And the 1-0.
And even if they don't want to make it a habit of falling behind, they're doing a great job of making the most out of it. I think that's contagious throughout the lineup.
That one to first, and a foul ball. The 1-2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
2-2 now. On the ground is short, could be 2. Over to Albies. Their second double play in just the first 3 innings here today.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch swinging. There's the strike at the knees. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. And now 1-2. That's a little bit low.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
2-2. And a slider misses down and away. Three-two. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 outs with a runner at third. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
First base.
Up next to the A's, third baseman, Carlos Cortez.
Here's the third baseman, Carlos Cortez. He hit into a double play his first time up. Swing and a bouncer. In plenty of time. The first, that ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Athletics 4 and the Braves nothing. This is Braves baseball on the Show South. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Mauricio Dubon.
Mauricio Dubon, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Swings through that one.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball one.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So up next, Hurston Waldrop. And first offering is fouled off. Swings over the top of that one. And that's downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball. And the 0-2. Struck him out looking. And he strikes out the side in the third. Down in order go the Braves. They're down 4-0. Back here in Atlanta as we go to the top of the 4th. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he
now pitching
Grant Holmes on a pitch out of the pen here.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Wins. Takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. And that one wrapped foul. The 1-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Morales now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. So a man aboard now with one away.
Pitcher gets himself on base. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So the batting order turns over. Next to hit, Brent Rooker. That clears the corner.
Slider. Low mill.
The 0-1. In the air to left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner around second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
At the plate, Nick Kurtz to the right side. And foul ball. The Athletics trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball 1.
The 1-1. That's a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Just off the outside corner. Ball 2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Grounder might be 2. Over to Albies. On to first, double play. And midway in the 4th, it's the Athletics 4 and the Braves nothing. Back at Truist Park, now in for the Braves, Drake Baldwin.
Baldwin.
And first offering is fouled off. Hit in the air, left field. Soderstrom has a beat on it, brings it in, and there's one down.
Up next for the Braves, first baseman,
Matt Olson up to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. And a swing and a miss. Swings through that one for strike 2. Out towards right center field. 2 down.
You're kidding me.
Up next for the Braves, left fielder.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
That's a ball.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. That
Ball
one
3.
misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Look out!
Timeout.
And
That
it
ball
hit
got
him.
right there.
Up next for the Braves,
Man at first. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Aye.
Now the 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That
Ball
misses
1.
the zone. Going to count 1 and 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. just misses with that one.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Payoff pitch. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Reaching for it, makes the catch. One left for Atlanta. They trail it here 4-0. Back here in Atlanta, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Lawrence Butler will hit next. And
That's a
ball
ball.
1. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Man at second. Line drive, base hit. Soderstrom around third. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's 5-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Jeff McNeil up next for the A's. 1 for 2. Just
No
missed.
touchdown.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Here we go,
The 1-0. Here goes the runner. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. That misses
Nope,
the zone.
that's inside.
Ball 2.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one almost got him.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
And a 3-2. On the ground to third. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now it's going to be Jacob Wilson.
Hey!
The 0-1. Line drive, that's a base hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 6-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
First and second and nobody out. Carlos Cortez now at the plate. Foul ball there. The A's looking to add another. And we're at the top of the 5th. Popped up left side. Infield fly called there.
Up next for the A's, catcher Austin Wynn.
2 aboard with 1 out. Here's the catcher, Austin Wynns. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Oh, great stop. The feed for 1. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 6 and the Braves nothing. Bottom of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Eli White.
Eli White.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
The 0-2. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. So a man aboard. Now here is Michael Harris II. He was plunked in his first trip to the plate. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
You know, these Braves, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Swing, and the bat went flying there.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
And they'll do it again.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 1 out man at first. Here's Mauricio Dubon. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
You know, nights like this, when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
1 out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Here's a 1-2. And there's a ball. Three, two
Ball
now.
that side.
And he grounds one back up the middle. McNeil gets it to first. 2 down. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Luis Morales done for the night, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Elvis
Athletics.
Alvarado
Number
taking
61,
over on the mound.
Elvis
Still
Alvarado.
pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the next to hit, takes ball 1. Acuna launched a homer in his most recent game. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 2-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Braves strand 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. So Mark Kotsay going with a pinch hitter here. Darryl Hernandez.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boog. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Now pitching.
So they turn things over to the righty, Daysbel Hernandez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Darryl Hernandez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Yeah.
Hernandez, a righty that throws with power. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a two-seamer. In the air, right field. White drifts towards it, and there's one down.
Up next for the A's, right fielder.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Slider. Middle inside.
On the ground, right side, into the outfield, base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Up next for the A's, first baseman
Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. This one smoked on its way out of here. A two-run shot, and they add to their lead.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Now, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Here's the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
Hey!
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Right through there, got it. 2 down.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Butler in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Two down, nobody on.
Inside, ball 2.
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's now an 8-0 game. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for the
Back
A's,
now for the bottom of the
number
6th,
35,
and there's a new pitcher on the mound, JT Ginn.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Ha-Sung Kim getting ready to hit.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
There's a swing and a miss. Fouled off left side. That one in the dirt. Now 1-2. Next offering upstairs. Stays alive. Comes a 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
No, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Sliced hard but foul. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Up next for the Braves, first baseman.
Here's Matt Olson.
That's outside.
And the 1-0. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Up next for the Braves, left fielder,
Mike Yastrzemski next up for the Braves. That one ripped. And the inning is over. It's the A's 8 and the Braves nothing. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
So coming into the game now on defense, Dominic Smith. He takes over as the new first baseman. Also into the ball game, Jorge Mateo. He'll play second.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we...
Now pitching
Robert Suarez on the pitch here. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Circle change. Low inside.
He swings and fouls one off.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the A's, shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
And now the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
The 1-0. And that one is inside. Suarez, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Bounce to the left side, and it goes just foul. That one fouled off.
Sinker. Low inside.
Up the middle. Flips to second. That's one. A sensational double play.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Stepping in, Carlos Cortez. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
2 down, nobody on. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he can't come up with it. The flip, inning over. Nothing doing there for the A's as it remains an 8-0 game. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Second baseman, Jorge Mateo.
Jorge Mateo, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Off the mark there. And the count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Eli White,
Up
the next to hit.
for the Braves, right fielder, Eli White.
And first offering is fouled off. The A's up big in this one. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first. 2 out.
Played that ball perfectly and got the throw off across his body as well as anybody could have. Any slower, and that was probably a hit.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. And a swing and a miss. Out to short, Wilson. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Braves go down quickly here. Still 8-0. We go to the 8th, and now here's the A's catcher, Austin Wins.
Cutter. Middle left.
Now Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher for the Braves, Joe
number
Jimenez.
77.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
That's in there. That is strike two.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
0-2 now. Ball one there.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
And a 1-2. Got him. First out in the top of the eighth.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Now here is JT Ginn. Fastball for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Oh, 1 down. Swings through that. Jimenez, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. That misses. Ball one.
Slider. Low outside.
Liner snagged it first.
Up next for the A's, right fielder Brent Rooker.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker.
Circle change.
Rooker wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. Two down, nobody on.
Ball, that's just out.
Four-seam fastball. Outside.
Here's a 2-0. And that one clips the corner. Oh, look at the stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. A's go quickly and quietly there as the lead holds at 8-0. Ready for the bottom of the
Leading
eighth.
off for the
Now in
Braves,
for the Braves,
third baseman,
Mauricio Dubon. And first offering is fouled off. That one missed. The other way. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. So a pinch hitter in the pitcher spot, Sean Murphy. A runner at first for him, nobody out. And there's a foul ball. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one away.
Up next for the Braves, the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim.
Back to the top of the order now. Ha-Sung Kim next up for the Braves. 1 for 3. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Nope, outside.
On the corner for a strike, and the count's even at 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a pop-up. Rooker coming on. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, catcher, Drake.
Drake Baldwin will hit next. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Soderstrom on the move. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Braves,
and here comes the
number
closer,
26,
Raisel Iglesias.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Hurts, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Circle change. Low outside.
Iglesias, in his 11th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a sinker, and he works in a slider. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. That one inside. Look out.
Sinker. Low outside.
Ball, that's outside.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
And a payoff pitch. Good job to fight that one off.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Up next for the A's, left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
And fires in a fastball at 95. Next offering is fouled back. Kurtz gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That's
Ball, that's
inside.
in.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
That's
Ball.
off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Sets him down looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. There's the strike. Butler wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The Athletics up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Late on that fastball.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
The 1-1.
Ball, that's inside.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Up the middle. Nice grab. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. So they make short work of him there. High to the order. 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the A's 8 and the Braves nothing. You're watching Atlanta Braves baseball on the Show South.
Now pitching for the
Back
Athletics.
now as they hand the
Number
ball to a
44,
fresh arm to start the
Tyler
bottom of the
Ferguson.
ninth. Tyler Ferguson. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Dom Smith
Leading
stands
off for the
in.
Braves.
Came into the game on
First baseman,
defense. So his first trip to the plate here.
Smith.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Inside,
plate, ball
almost
one.
got him. High fly ball, right field. Rooker under this one. 1 away.
Up next for the Braves, left fielder.
And next for Atlanta, Mike Yastrzemski. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Braves, second baseman.
So it's their last chance in this one. Digging in, Jorge Mateo. Struck out swinging his first time. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first, and ball game. And the A's even this series up at a game apiece.
Well, a big win by 8 runs, and when you have that kind of lead, you make it easier for the pitching staff to come out, make their pitches, pitch to contact, and not worry about giving up the lead. So nice job today all the way around to get the W.
8-0 is how this one ends. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.